Every major American city feels festive in December. I wasn't in the holiday spirit this year, so I don't particularly care. In fact, I didn't even bother putting up the mini tree that I put up a year prior. I think the fact that I never have visitors probably contributed to me not having that let's decorate moment in 2023. So, in a lame attempt to get into the holiday spirit, I threw on one of those stupid holiday sweaters and hit the town to immerse myself in other people's Christmas spirit, hoping it would rub off on me. I have to admit that despite being an extreme introverted loner, I do feel at least a tiny boost in positive social chemicals from these contrived small doses of just being near other humans. During my rare mall visits, I go straight to the top floor with the rotunda that has the upside down tree, which apparently was not installed this year. And a quick Google search indicates that it wasn't installed last year either, which gives you an idea of how often I come to malls in an age when I could just order everything online. The holidays, aka cuffing season, are usually a particularly lonely time of year for me, and this holiday season isn't entirely an exception. But this year I'm a little more at peace with it than previous years, probably because I've basically given up on dating in San Francisco, and this has sort of liberated me from the worst kinds of loneliness that come from the false hope of putting effort into dating. It's why I'm no longer overcome with envy when I see others enjoying this season with each other, whether it's on social media or in person. And maybe I'm just too jaded about holidays to care anymore, perhaps due in part to my theory for why the holiday season even exists at all. My theory that no one asked for why the holiday season exists is consumerism. This time of year, the weather makes us naturally inclined to stay indoors, which I imagine isn't great for the bottom lines of many businesses. So, the holiday season encourages consumers to get out and spend money they otherwise wouldn't have on things that will give them at best fleeting moments of joy. There's a reason the holiday season doesn't come in the middle of summer. It's because people don't need false incentives to get out during the time of year when the weather is sunny and warm. Of course, this is California, which means that even on Christmas weekend, people can be seen enjoying outdoors as if it's summer. However, one of my favorite things about San Francisco during any holiday is that it's noticeably less crowded, except of course at Pier 39, which would honestly be crowded even right after an apocalypse. By the way, since the topic of favorite Christmas movies is a thing, I'm going to have to go with Batman Returns, which edges out The Nightmare Before Christmas because the latter just doesn't hit as hard for me now as it did when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I also thought Jingle All the Way was fun, and the first two Home Alone movies aren't bad either. I'm not that into holiday movies, but feel free to let me know what holiday movies you're fond of and or if you plan to go see any new holiday movies. Also, I'll gladly accept kudos for cranking this video out over Christmas weekend, which I guess is made possible by not spending Christmas with anyone. See, people, look how much you can accomplish by living your life in monk mode. I want you to think about that as you set your goals for the new year. Okay, I'm halfway kidding. Accomplishments are important, but you probably don't need to entirely abandon your people to do it. One harsh lesson the holidays teach me that I admittedly need to hear is that I don't prioritize people enough. After all, what's the point of putting effort into accumulating the resources you think you need and want for a happy life if you're not going to share that life with anyone? This is why I'm not as judgmental about people medicating their winter stress with consumerism as I may have sounded when I was on top of my soapbox earlier in the video. Happy holidays, hippies.